Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Ham Radio Basics Live, Season 1, Episode 26, Ham Radio News and Updates. We're going to try things a little bit differently here tonight. And I want to thank everybody who showed up tonight. We have Jan here, Chris Radio and Life, Andy's here tonight. Who else we got? Ken Roberts is here tonight. Thank you guys for stopping by tonight. We're doing things, like I said, we're going to do things a little bit different here tonight. We're going to have like news and information and updates here. And one of the things that I wanted to do right off the top is if you have a newsworthy segment after you see what I'm going to go through here tonight, if you have something that you would like to get featured on Ham Radio Basics Live on Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock, you can send me an email to hamradiobasics@gmail.com. And I'll put this up again here at the end of the show. So we're just going to kind of jump into things here. And just let everybody know, I'm doing a lot better. My finger's almost straight. It's getting there. Still doing physical therapy. Still kind of going through the motions with all that. So just, I'm just kind of biding my time with that. But Fetch 872, welcome. Good to see you here tonight. So without any further ado, we're going to kind of jump right into it. And it's really going to be basically what we're going to do is I've taken a lot of updates that I had out on Twitter, and we're just going to go look at them. And they're newsworthy, and there's a couple that aren't. And we're going to start off with those first. So let me go ahead and share my screen here. Now, first off, I'm going to go ahead and congratulate Josh. Everybody from Ham Radio Crash Course. He just hit 300,000 subscribers, okay? Josh has done everything. He's done it well. He continues to excel at what he's doing, and he's just a great guy and just he puts a lot of hard work into his channel, and it shows. And Josh, congratulations. That is an awesome accomplishment, and thank you all you do for the ham radio community. You really do a great deal. So we're real thankful for that. So, and the next thing that I want to share is this, and let me go ahead and I'm going to share my screen here again. All right. And I don't have, let me bring that up here. Okay. All right. Evidently, I can't pull that up. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to kind of jump to looking at the updates from Twitter here. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm sure many of you know Vern Six, and if you don't know Vern Six, you need to know him. He is just one of the nicest guys you'd ever want to meet. Great ham guy, YouTuber, everything. He's having surgery today, so please keep him in your thoughts and prayers. Again, it's Vern Six. He was at the meetup down in Alabama in Huntsville and had a great time there. He's just an incredible guy, great ambassador for our hobby, does so much. You can please remember both he and his wife in your prayers that he can have a complete recovery from this surgery. All right, let's go ahead and move on here. One of my favorite guys on YouTube, Jason from Ham Radio 2.0, he is up with Kyle AAOZ, and they are going on, I believe, a 9-state tour to do POTA in all those states. So currently, he's been posting where he's at and what he's doing, and it's an interesting adventure. And I'm looking forward to when he comes out with a video for this. So. Stay tuned for that. But yeah, Jason runs a great channel, very informative, absolutely fantastic guy. So take note of his adventures here, especially on Twitter here. Now let's go ahead and we'll share again. Now it looks like Ham Radio Outlet is having a super fest, and it's this Friday and Saturday. Uh, Friday from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And it's the HRO in Milwaukee. It's a manufacturers expo in ARRL, Wisconsin State Convention. It's at 5710 Good Hope Road, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And they're giving away a grand prize of an Yaesu FTDX 101D, a 38.99 value. So that's an incredible gift, and a prize to win. And if you're in the area, definitely stop by. That sounds like a great place to go. All right, looks. This is Josh came out with a new video on a new 10-meter radio from Radio Oddity called the QT60. And if you get a chance, go ahead and check it out. It's called Ham Radio Technicians Get on 10-meter Parks on the Air. Radio Oddity QT60. So definitely want to check that out. That sounds like a very interesting radio. Well, here came across a very interesting radio. I'd never seen it before. It's called the Mission RGO1, and I believe they are made over in Bulgaria, and they're still currently made. It was very interesting. I saw this post on Facebook, so went ahead and I brought it over with his picture from Facebook onto Twitter. It's looks very fascinating, very interesting. Again, it's called the Mission RGO1, and it's made over in Bulgaria. If you have not met and watched Airhead Radio Adventures, Jason and Katie, you don't know what you're missing. These guys go out on the weekends. They live up in the Panhandle in Florida near Pensacola, and they share their photo adventures with us. And if you take a look very carefully at the hat that Jason's wearing, it has Ham Radio Basics on it. And he gave a wonderful shout out to the channel. Jason and Katie, thank you. You guys are doing an outstanding job. And again, it's Airheads Radio Adventures. They're not on Twitter, but of course, you can find them out on YouTube. Definitely you want to subscribe to them. They have an awful lot of fun. Katie just got her technician license, and Jason got her a Valfunk for a present for that. So congratulations to her. And definitely you want to give them a check their channel out. They do a great job. Like I said, they have a lot of fun. They keep it lighthearted, and it's really great. I think you guys would really enjoy that. I know I do. I go out there often to check their content. Okay, now our good friend over in I'm trying to see. Okay, yeah, Julian, who's an expatriate, lives overseas, did a great video on how to maintain your chameleon millwhip antenna, and it really basically shows on how to clean it. I think it's a great idea, and he's on Twitter at OH8STN. That's Oscar Hotel 8 Sierra Tango November. So definitely you want to check him out, and he of course has his YouTube channel. He does some fantastic videos. He does a lot on survival videos, using basically using alternate methods of communication or power for off the grid kind of things. And he actually demonstrates this. So has a great channel. If you haven't subscribed to him, you definitely need to. He does a great job with his channel. Now, here's a great video from ND3N on settings that are hidden deep within the FT891. The FT89, the Yaesu FT891 is a fantastic radio, but it does have Yaesu's infamous menu structure, and a lot of these things are buried deep in there. And I came across his video. It's Tom ND3N. He does a fantastic job at going through these menus and showing a lot of these things. So you definitely want to check this out if you have an 891. It will really make a difference for you. Now, here's another great one. It's a Yaesu FT891 quick start guide, and it's about 17 minutes long, and it really covers a lot here. I think you guys would really enjoy that. And I'm trying to see who that's from. I think, yeah, it's from Ham Radio CQ. You definitely want to go check him out. He does a great job on that. And that's again Ham Radio CQ, and that's a great quick start guide to the FT 891 and how to. He answers a lot of your basic questions on that. If you haven't watched Walt on Coastal Waves and Wires, you need to. Walt does a fantastic job. He does a lot of his activations or POTAs from the beach. He lives in Virginia, and he uses the salt water. And you ought to see what he does on QRP. He's done a fantastic job with that. He does a great job. Anyway, he did a new video on a tactical Delta Loop, beach portable, from Chameleon, and you definitely want to go check that out. Now, in line with that, let me go ahead and we'll share this as well too. I brought up a picture of what that looks like, so I think I have that here, and here it is. There's the picture of the tactical Delta Loop from Chameleon. And I want to stop here for a second. I do hear a lot of people talk about how expensive Chameleon antennas are, and Walt had a good discussion about that on this video. And yeah, they are expensive, but these are the kind of antennas that will last you a lifetime. And I have the Chameleon MPass 2.0. It is just a solid, well-built antenna with multiple and versatile options. It works very well. I've never had any issues with it. And that's the thing I think Chameleon's known for. They really build a quality product, and they stand behind the quality product as well. And look who we have on the show tonight. We have Airheads Radio Adventures, Jason and Katie. Thank you for stopping by tonight, guys. Welcome. And thank you again for that wonderful shout out. That was just absolutely awesome. Yes, he also has a G90, Jeff. That is correct. Walt from Coastal Waves and Wires has a G90, and he does such an exceptional job with his. He really knows how to get every watt out of his radios and get them to his advantage. He pulls in some great stations. He really does. He does a great job. Thank you for sharing that, Jeff. I really like Walt's been a good friend. I really like him a lot. One of my other favorite hams is HOA Ham Bob, and he happens to live about an hour away from me here in the Tampa, Florida area. And he just does some incredible videos, especially if you live in a restricted community like I do, an HOA community. He has put together, and he does, and he's really kind of dedicated his channel to that. In this video right here, it's Stealth Ham radio antenna that the HOA will never find. It's a Chameleon Cha portable. It's a Chameleon Cha portable mast with a Cha hybrid mini and wire, and he does a fantastic job with this. And it's super easy to set up, and he shows you how to do it, and he does a great job. I can't say enough about this, and it was great having Bob on, and I'm going to try to get hooked up with him one day because he lives so close. But he has a fairly busy schedule, so it's kind of hard to get things to mesh with him. But again, he does a great job on his channel. If you haven't checked him out, do so. He really knows how to get the most out of his antennas. He does a fantastic job with that. Speaking of someone who knows to get the most out of his antennas, it's Michael Martins, our great friend at KB9 VBR antenna. And Michael's magic carpet, he has just done wonders for that. It's just amazing his ingenuity and his creativity and being able to get on the air. Just absolutely, positively fantastic. And you definitely want to give a watch to Michael. He does a great job, and he really knows how to get some great antennas out there. He's a great 89 FT 891 expert as well. But this antenna with the magic carpet, if you want to call it that, he has really just wow. It's just something so simple. You could run down to Lowe's and Home Depot and buy this, and it can really make a big difference when you're going out and doing POTA or just going out outdoors to get some contacts. Really does a fantastic job with that. Okay, let's see what's next here. Okay, I put together a video on ham radio during a hurricane, and a lot of you won't ever have to face ham radio during a hurricane, but I did, and I went through and I put some points together that I think you guys might like, and it really helps. If you live in the state of Florida, these are probably some things that you know about already, but you have to understand. For example, when we put shutters up, our shutters are all aluminum, and because they're all aluminum, guess what, guys? We can't get our antennas to really radios to work inside the house because we have the shutters up and there's really nowhere for the radio waves to go. So we'd have to step outside and hopefully, if the weather's calm enough to do that. But during the hurricane itself, we really can't do that. But and I also share some other things during this video too. So you definitely want to go ahead and check that out. It's called Ham Radio During a Hurricane, and it's on my channel. Now, here's a great one. It's called by Outdoors on the Air. It's the Yaesu FT 891. Really a great portable transceiver, and I you know beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and there are people that love it, there are people that don't like it, but this is a great, honest, straightforward review of the radio. I really like it, really like it, a lot. So yeah, he does a very good job at explaining this, looking at the pros and the cons of that. So definitely, if an 891 is a radio you don't have and you're considering, you definitely want to watch this video. I highly encourage you guys to do that. Now, want to our good friends over at Coffee and Ham Radio, To, and Ape, and everyone else. They now have 3,515 subscribers. So a hearty congratulations to them. Those guys just do a fantastic job. I've been on their show a couple of times. They have just they are just great people. They have a great channel. You definitely want to check them out. Now, also, if you guys don't know, but Steve T.O., he sold his house up in Wisconsin, and he and his wife are on the road, and that's their life right now. So, and he has another channel, and I don't know the name of that basically is geared towards their traveling part of his life right now. So you can probably, I think he has links to it on his regular YouTube channel. So you definitely want to check that out. But again, congratulations to Coffee and Ham Radios. You guys do a fantastic job. Keep up the good work. And anytime you guys want to have me on, I'm always ready to jump on. You guys do a fantastic job. Again, a huge congratulations to you guys for hitting 3515 subscribers. Better FT8 on the FT891 with a DigiRig mobile interface. As I said, Michael is, I'll call him, besides an antenna expert and guru, he is an FT891 guru as well. And he really does a great job on this video explaining to you the DigiRig mobile interface for FT8 on the FT891. Oh, thank you, Jeff. I appreciate your sharing that. Thank you so much. Tio's other channel. But yeah, and one of the frustrating things as a side note was I was, as you all know, when I broke my hand, I was scheduled to go to Handvention, and Tio was going to be there. I was going to meet everybody, and just so frustrating. But that's why I am so looking forward to Orlando. I've already got my media pass lined up. I've already got my hotel reservations made. Going to get our tickets as well because I want to enter the contest. My beautiful wife's going to be there with me. We're going to have a blast. So in advance, just want to let you guys know, look us up when we're there. We're going to be there. We're going Thursday. We're going to be there all day Friday and all day Saturday, and probably head back on Sunday. So make a little trip of it here from Tampa over to Orlando. So that should be a lot of fun. We're really looking forward to that. Okay. Now, here we have some great information if you live in an HOA, and this is from ARRL. Get around your homeowners association restrictions by operating portable. John Rhines, KA1 TDQ, shows how to build an HF antenna for portable operations in his October QST article. Look for the digital and print editions coming soon. And I've already gotten that, and it's an excellent article. I would absolutely absolutely recommend that for you guys. He does a great job in that article. Again, along the lines of operating portable in your HOA, that really makes a big world of difference. A big world of difference. Now, if you don't know, the ICOM ID50A is in stock and shipping at all three of the at DX Engineering, Gigaparts, and Ham Radio Outlet. And I did a video to let people know about this. This was probably a couple of weeks ago, but again, as a reminder, if you're not aware, it's out there and it's ready to go. And it looks like a great HT. It really does. It's not color. It's something, it is, want to call it black and white for lack of a better term, but it has a lot of great features on it, and I think it's at a very reasonable price. So you definitely want to go check it out. And last I know, it was in stock at DX Engineering, Gigaparts, and Ham Radio Outlet. So you definitely want to go ahead and check that out. Now, here's something that's really kind of near and dear to my heart. Love how this ham gets wire antennas in trees. How I get my wire antennas to the top of my palm tree. I'll tell Evo 2 Pro drone with wireless remote release mechanism. Okay. That's one of the things I'm going to be doing sometime soon with my drone. I need to find a release mechanism for it. And basically what you do is these release mechanisms, you set up one of your function buttons on your controller for your drone to go ahead and it will release the servo or the mechanism and it'll drop it. And basically what you do is you tie some paracord up there with a counterweight and you fly up over a branch, and then you release that so the counterweight comes down all the way to the ground, and you pull that up. Of course, you have your end fed half wave up there, and boom, you have instant antenna up in the tree. There's no more having a heave ho up there or use a potato launcher or slingshot or miss about 1,000 times or only get up halfway up the tree. You can get exactly where you want with this, and I'm really looking forward. I haven't done it yet, but I'm really looking forward to doing this. This is kind of speaks to my heart right here. Especially, you guys know, most of you guys know, I do have a ham radio or a ham radio. Most of you guys know I have a drone channel as well too called Build a Drone Reviewer, and we have a lot of fun over there. So I'm looking forward to finding a release mechanism for my current drone and being able to do that. I think that would just be an absolute total blast. Now, this video was kind of a long time coming. I had my 705 in, as life happened and I broke my hand, and it was like forever until I was able to get it back up and running. And sure enough, I was able to finally get my first contact on the 705, which was a long time coming. But I didn't even intend. I was totally I was recording it, and I wasn't even thinking I was going to make any contact. It was in the middle of the day, and boom, I get a contact, and I was surprised. I was on 10. I was doing 10 watts. I was running it on a Bioenno, and I was running it through a rig runner. And I got a review coming up on a rig runner that you guys uh, need to check out. It'll probably be out in the next week or so. But it was fantastic. And again, there's nothing like portable operation, and that's what it was for me, because I'm still kind of unsettled as far as an antenna is concerned. And I'm really kind of going to be consulting a lot with Bob from HOA Ham, because he's done a lot, and we're allowed up to a 20-foot flagpole, and he did one, a chameleon one, that's put together that's up 20 feet, and that can also substitute as a flagpole as well. So I'm kind of looking at a solution like that. But again, if you guys get a chance, check out this video. I had a lot of fun making that contact. That was great. It was totally unexpected, like I said, because I didn't think the bands, they didn't show like they were in good conditions that day. But I was able to get through. I'm very, very, very pleased with that. Now, look what came in the mail the other day. Yeah, I just talked about that. The latest issue of QST. I hope you guys get hard copies of these. You can look at past issues digitally, which is nice. But I always kind of like to have the hard copy in my hands. It's a great resource. They have incredibly good articles in there and helpful articles for all hams. It's something, if you're not a member of ARRL, definitely become a member, and definitely get hard copies of these magazines, whatever magazine you choose to get. Um, yeah, I have them laying around, and yeah, I have to find places for them, but they're definitely worthwhile. They're definitely uh, great information, and that online resource is great because you have it stored there, and you can check them out anytime. Past issues from maybe a year or two ago, I believe they do go back. So definitely, if you don't have that, definitely get that. Okay. All right, here's some great news. If many of you know, and quite a few of you used Ham Test Online to study for your exams. I did. I used that to study for all three of my exams. They were great. They rotated the question pool. It was fantastic. It helped me prepare well. I think when I did my amateur extra, I think I only missed 3 questions on it. I was more than pleased with that. Jeff, there's a question here. Does the drone handle the weight loss well? It's not a lot of gain in it. Yeah, it does, Jeff. There's really not. It's really kind of negligible as long as it's like as long as you're probably under a pound, you'll do fine. I know a lot of guys have pulled water bottles up, 16 ounces of water. Usually those weights, those that you tie on there, those throw weights, probably maybe about 8 to 16 ounces. Probably not more than that. They may measure them in grams, but yeah, that's a good question, Jeff. Thanks for sharing that. Um, but yeah, the ham test online. It looked like they were the owner of it had it up for sale, and it looks like he has found somebody to purchase it and to keep it continuing. And this is excellent news for the ham radio community. I know a lot of people use ham prep, which is fantastic, and I've given away several gift certificates for this. But the ham test online is, I think, absolutely fantastic. They do a great job. It's something I highly recommend. This is great news for the ham radio community because it gives you another option in terms of how you study for your test. This worked perfectly for me. It really did. And not only did it help me to learn the material, but also to understand it as well. And it just wasn't memorization because the questions rotated, so you had to really know these answers, and that's why it's so valuable. Again, if you haven't checked it out before, if you're still looking to get licensed, either your tech, general, or extra, definitely want to check this out. That's something that I highly, highly, highly recommend. Hey, ARRL has a lot to offer ham radio enthusiasts. Check out the informative video. I passed my ham radio exam. Now what? Part 1, ARRL. Was one of my first videos that I put out on the channel, and it really shows a lot of the benefits of ARRL. And I know probably all you guys here are probably have it, but it really goes into some detail to some of the benefits that a lot of people don't know about. And one of them that I didn't know about for a couple of years was they offer insurance for your equipment. And I went out and I purchased insurance for my equipment. It's a very reasonable rate. You can add and drop things anytime. Of course, additional premium, or they'll take away premium if you take things off. But yeah, ARRL is something, it's our advocate for us. And I know a lot of people have a lot of things to say about ARRL, but you know what? They're the only game in town, and they help us enjoy our hobby. So I would definitely check out this video to learn more about ARRL if you are not a member yet, and it should help you out. Now, I want to share some very big news. I just put out this video today, and I'm not going to, obviously, I'd like you guys to watch the video, but the ICOM IC7100 is making a comeback. So definitely get out there, watch this video. It gives all the details on this. That's something that I highly recommend that you guys watch. I'm excited about it. This radio is something I personally have been looking for and waiting for patiently for well over a year, and it's back. And right now, and you can take a look in the video. Now it'll give you all the details for that. That's something. Again, it's something to be really excited about. That's one of the things that I'm real excited about as well. And there was one other thing that I wanted to share. That's it from Twitter. See if I can go ahead and share this right now. Our good friend Mike K8MRD, he's changed the name of his channel. If you've been looking for him and haven't found him, that's right. And if you're subscribed to him, it's now called Ham Radio Tube. And Mike, you did a great job with this name. It is just awesome. Great job. Congratulations on that. And congratulations on a great job you do. You do a fantastic job on your channel. You explain things well. You really you run the gambit on things. Kudos to you. Again, great job. Congratulations on the name change. I really like it. I think it's great. I think it's very fitting and very appropriate. So, again, wanted to share that. So, and if you guys, again, I want to go ahead and if you have something, those of you guys that are watching right now, um, you want to share on this segment that I'm going to be probably doing a lot more of, and it may be a permanent um, thing on the channel here. Email hamradiobasics@gmail.com, and I will get it out there on the channel. A lot of stuff, a lot of the materials that you saw came from Twitter. It was out there. And what I do a lot of times, if I find some things from Facebook, I also drop the Facebook link out there as well. If you're not on Twitter, I would highly recommend you guys getting on Twitter. And again, I'm out on all social media. Okay, you can find me out on I'm out on Twitter. I have a Ham Radio Basics Facebook group. I have a Ham Radio Basics Facebook page. I'm also out on Instagram as well on Ham Radio Basics, and of course, the channel on YouTube. So definitely you want to check that out. But again, if you have some content you want to feature on this segment on Ham Radio News and Updates, email me at hamradiobasics@gmail.com. I'll be sure to get it on that next week's episode, and make sure you put all your information on there and anything I need to know to be able to talk about it, because I'd like to share it. And what I'll do with these segments, if you send me anything, what I'll do is I'll put it out. I'll make a YouTube post. I'll obviously give you credit for it, or if you have, or YouTube post, a Twitter post, or X, whatever it's called right now. I'm not sure. I can't keep up with the name change, but I will go ahead and obviously share your post and out on the channel. So if you have something that's news and noteworthy, definitely want to share that. Also, personal things. We shared about Burns 6 tonight, and continue to remember him in prayer. Hopefully, Burns' surgery goes well. Like I said, Burns just a great guy. And there's lots of other things going on in the community with a lot of the other YouTubers as well. I'm going to try to get that information going forward. This was kind of my first run, my first stab at it. Drop me a note. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you like this segment tonight. If you like the way this went. I thought it went pretty well tonight. Let me know. I'd appreciate that. You guys do a great job with that. And I really appreciate that as well. And I want to thank all you guys for hanging in there, because it's been kind of a topsy-turvy few months with my hand. It's been talk about upsetting the apple cart. Wow. It's just been, it really has knocked me for a loop. But I think we're back now. You're getting back to some content. Like I said, I put that content out there today about the IC7100. You want to definitely check that out. But hope you guys enjoyed this, and look forward to more of these new segments coming up in the future. And more than likely, this may be a permanent part of Wednesday nights, and going to intersperse it with some guests. I'm going to get back on track with getting some guests on as well. I got a lot of people that I want to talk to. Some I want to bring on again, probably have some panels on of people. I'm really excited, really amped up for that. Also, again, want to let you know, another piece of news, and I don't have a link for it, but the Hamcation website for Orlando 2024 is open. It's active. It's ready to go. You can go ahead out there and order tickets right now. They did a great job. They've revamped their website. It looks really nice. Probably that's one of the things I'll be able to go over last. Chris, thank you so much. We'll go over that next week. That's one of the things that I'll go over, because it's coming up. It's, we're getting to the end of September, October's rolling around, and, really kind of looking forward to that. So want to thank you guys so much for stopping by tonight. I had a lot of fun sharing this news. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please drop me a note in the comments, or, drop a comment before you leave tonight and let me know, or fill out a comment later in here. Let me know what you thought of this tonight. I really had a lot of fun. I think this was enjoyable. I think it's great because, I want to share things in the YouTube community, and as well for a lot of you guys are YouTubers out there. So again, thanks so much, everyone. And remember, it's a great day to make a QSO. 7 3s, everybody. Catch you later.